All right, so if you've ever come down to the beach, there's all these clams, and apparently you can actually eat them. It's a beautiful day out. Came out during low tide. As you can see, what happens is they just go along and then they dig themselves right back down into the sand. So what I've heard are these are absolutely incredible. So we're gonna try to cook some up. And here's how easy they are to get. I can go dig down a little bit here. Check this out. Wash them off. Thousands in every grab. So I'm gonna take enough just to give it a try for this time. But check out how many I got. I'm gonna throw them in my bag. So these are called Coquina or Donax clams, and there's no restrictions on these, and you can get as many as you want. These clams are really tiny, so when you boil them, all you're gonna do is you're gonna sift through and just move the water around, collect them with a spoon, and soon enough, you've got tons of these tasty little morsels. So out of a jar this big, roughly up to the line full of these clams, I got about that much clam meat, which is roughly about 2 ounces, a little bit more, about 2.5 ounces of clam. So that's all free. So now we're gonna save some of the liquid because I'm gonna use that in the clam chowder, and we're gonna try this out. All right, I'm gonna make up some clam chowder with the clams that I harvested today. I've got some onion, potato, carrot, celery, butter, half and half, and some flour. I've added the potatoes, the celery, and the carrots. Now I'm gonna get that all stirred up, getting it cooked for a little bit. I'm just gonna let it cook for a few minutes, let the potatoes and everything start to get a little softer, get a little cooked up, so we'll be back. I reserved some of the clam juice from the cooking, and I'm gonna add that in just enough to cover it up a little bit. I don't want to add a ton, but get all that in there. Let it start mixing up, start kind of melting in with everything else. Now for the additional good stuff, we're gonna toss all this in there, all this very tasty clam meat. There we go. Mix that around. I'll bring back up to a boil real quick, and then a little bit more. Hey, I worked hard to get this, so I'm using it all. Now I'm gonna add in the half and half. Get this nice and thick. Stir it up a little bit. Turn down the heat a little bit because I don't want it to be too hot. And I did see where you could use flour to actually thicken this up a little bit, so I might do that. I might add a little flour to this and just let this cook up a little bit, get a little bit thicker. So let's try it out. All right, I added just about a quarter cup of flour, and as you can see, a lot thicker. We'll see if I might need to add a little water. It might be a little too thick, but we'll see. See how this starts working out. So I did need to add a bit more water to thin it up a little bit, but it's already tasting amazing. So I did add a little bit more water to this just because it was getting really, really thick. Too thick to work with, so I do want this to be thick, but I don't want it to be overpowering. And I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning in here. Just kick it up a little bit, and we'll try this out. This clam chowder turned out amazing. Those little pieces of clam are just delicious. I would definitely add about twice as many for this, but oh, what a fantastic free source of food. If you like this video, hit like, and if you want to see more of these videos, tap or click subscribe. Cheers.